Hey viewers and viewers, my name is John Red Strategist and welcome to something very different. This is Grom, Terror in Tibet. Now, probability is, many of you out there watching this, I would wager, will never have heard of this game before. This is a bit of an obscure title, this. This is from 2003, this game. It's by CDV, which I think was a Polish developer. Actually, it's by CDV and Rebel Mind. I can't remember which one's the developer and which one's the publisher. But CDV, I know, is a Polish video games company. So like I say, this came out in 2003, and it's a very obscure title. It's a title that you will not find on Steam. You will not find it on GOG, as far as I'm aware. In fact, I think the only way to get your hands on this game is to buy an actual physical copy of it. And of course, given that this was this game is well over 10 years old by now, the only places really that I think you'll get physical copies of this anymore are on sites like eBay, so second-hand copies, which is what I have right now, and I'm playing this off. So I bought myself a copy of this game off eBay. It didn't even cost me very much. You know, adding on the shipping costs, it was less than a £5. So, fantastic little deal there. Now, before I get into it, or before I start explaining what this game is all about, I think a little bit of explanation as to how I know about this game would be necessary. So, those of you who watch my channel fairly religiously, you may vaguely remember that sometimes in some of my videos, I've talked about how when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, I used to buy PC Gamer magazine, and sometimes back in like the sort of early to mid 2000s, PC Gamer magazine used to come with demo discs, and of course these discs would have lots of content of things like demos for upcoming titles that were going to be released, things like that, as well as various custom content for existing games. And one of those demo discs that I played had the demo for this game on it, and I never played the full version of this. I only ever played the demo, but I can still to this day I can picture this game, or what I played of the demo. I can still picture it fairly well in my head, and of course, like I say, I never played the full version. So when I discovered that there were actually copies of this being sold on eBay, I decided, you know what, I'm going to buy one. I'm going to have a bit of a nostalgia trip. I'm going to go back and I'm going to actually see if I can get this to work on my current PC build. And lo and behold, it actually does. At least it appears to actually work, even though this is like a 2003 game. So what I'll say about that is, obviously, because it's an older game, do kind of bear in mind that there may be times where the resolution is perhaps a bit lower, because the thing is, if you look at the in-game options here, there's options for sound, there's options for defining keys, but there don't appear to be any kind of options in terms of setting the resolution of the game or anything like that. So, the resolution is what it is. I can't really do anything about that. So if there are black bars, maybe along the sides or along the top and bottom or whatever, we're just going to have to kind of deal with it, basically. And on top of that, obviously, because it's an older game, the frame rates from time to time may get a little bit choppy. You never know. But obviously, hopefully it should work. So the whole deal with this game, basically, in terms of the storyline, so from what I remember from the demo, you play as... Well, actually, let me kind of sum up better, actually, what the gameplay is like first. So, do you remember the old Commandos games from the sort of 2000s by, was it Eidos Interactive? Sorry, just adjusting my microphone there. You remember those Commandos games where you had like a top-down perspective, and you have to control a group of characters, you manage their inventories, their weapons, things like that, and you have to achieve objectives. So, Grom, Terror in Tibet is kind of like that. It's that kind of style, sort of top-down. You have a group of characters, you control them, you have to manage their inventories, their enemies you have to fight, and basically stuff like that. Except this one has a more interesting storyline. So the storyline, from what I remember from the demo, is the prime character is, I think, Colonel Grom, he's called, and he's like a Polish soldier who has found his way to Tibet, of all places in the world. The year, I think, is 1942. I'm not entirely sure, but the game is heavily inspired, of course, by certain actual historical events. I think it was 1939 that Nazi Germany actually sent an expedition to Tibet, sort of researching the history of the Aryan race and all that. It's a bit of an obscure sort of footnote in the history of Nazi Germany, But this game is sort of loosely, I say loosely, kind of based on that. So basically, like I say, you are this Polish soldier, Colonel Grom, who finds himself in Tibet and basically finds himself up against the Nazis, who are up to no good in the country. So for those of you who are into your World War II sort of setting, this is an interesting one because, like I say, it's got a unique setting. Let's put it that way. I can't think of many video games off the top of my head. In fact, I can't think of any that are set in the kind of Tibet region. It's a very unique area. Now, this game, I mean, I know people obviously are probably wanting me to stop gassing and just get into it, but before I do, from what I recall, when this game did come out, the reviews of it were a bit mixed. So on the one hand, there were elements of the game that people liked, but the gameplay itself, some of the mechanics could be a bit fiddly. I seem to recall that being the case. That's what critics said. And from what I recall from playing it, yes, I do seem to remember very vaguely some of the mechanics being a bit fiddly and a bit finicky. So, we'll see. But hopefully if this game works as intended on my current PC, who knows, maybe we'll get a full playthrough out of it. Without further ado, that's enough of me yammering on about what this game is and what it's all about. Let's get to it. New game, everybody.
In a few days we'll be in place. Maybe then we can take a few weeks off.
Not now. 20 more runs to China and we'll have enough cash. We'll buy an airplane and the business will really take off.
Leave it. With each run, it's worse and worse. I get crazy when I only think about it.
So don't think. Leave it to me. Take care of our safety. That will do.
I've already spent 1 year in Tibet and I have enough of smuggling things through the mountains and listening to your promises that we'll be rich.
What do you want?
I love fighting. I cannot run from battles all my life.
I actually recognise this. This was from the demo. Ah, here we go. I'm getting a very big nostalgia rush.
The rifle. Give me the rifle, quickly!
What's the matter? What do you need the rifle for?
Nazis already present in their little Zeppelin. Yes.
They escaped.
What happened?
Let's go. Demons of the past have come back. We must go now.
Yes, there you go, ladies and gents. Like I say, I remember this from the demo. Oh god, the screen just moved then. Alright, so we're in the tutorial stage of the game here, learning about how everything works. So we've got two characters, Grom up there with a big cigar in his mouth. So you see, like the Commandos games, you've got your character sort of faces up there in the top left, and you can select them. So tutorial, first you'll have to learn how to select your characters and move them. Place your mouse pointer over Grom's face icon in the upper left corner of the screen, and then left click once to select the character, like that. Notice how face icons change to show which character is currently under control. Additionally, green circles appear under selected character's feet. Now left click the icon of Peter's face to change your selection. So this guy. So we got a little bit of story as well about these characters. The idea is that basically Peter, I believe, is supposed to be a smuggler, if I remember correctly. So smuggling things to China from, I think, India, and they go through Tibet. That's their route. So Grom is kind of like his, I don't know, he's like his protector, sort of like that. But yeah, that's the basic backstory. I must say, this, like I say, this, I remember this from the demo. This was like the first level, and the demo had several levels in it. I mean, I'll explain in due course as we progress through. So you can also change your selection by directly clicking a character instead of an icon. Try it now, left click on Grom's character icon to select it, like that. Very well. To select both characters at the same time, left click and hold someone on the screen and move your mouse around. A green rectangle appears which you can use to select both characters. Try it now, like that. So you can get both of them. Excellent. To move your characters around, select them and left-click on a place you want them to go to. Try it now. Select one or both characters and left-click on a place marked with a red cross. They should walk to that point, double-click to run. So you can get them to just walk like that. There you are. Okay, and of course you can double-click to make them run in this way. So yeah, a bit of a, you know, maybe not the best amazing controls, but it's not too bad actually. Okay, very well. Now we can try looking at the character's possessions. To open an inventory, right-click on the character or on his face icon. Try it now. Let's take a look at what Grom hides in his rucksack. So, I think you can, yeah, right-click on either character or on the face. So here's the inventory, like the little knapsack. In this view, you can see what your characters carry around. To see additional info and options for an item, right-click on it. If you want to... Oh, okay, I missed that. It's anything if you want to throw something away. To move items from one inventory, that you need to get close to the character you want to make exchange with. Now, without closing the inventory, try and come closer to Peter, like this. That greyed out icon of his face in the upper side of the screen, click it to open Peter's rucksack. Okay, so you can do this, kind of trading between characters. Yeah, I remember this. Now it's possible to move items between characters in the future. You should follow the same steps to access the inventory of the yak, which is your pack animal, which you can see up there. Notice that each rucksack has a little icon of documents and a map on its side. A map will show you where you are, while documents give you information about the inventory's owner and other useful notes. Click on one of the documents now to open them. So we can read, presumably, a bit about Grom and a bit about Peter. Okay, here you go. Here you can view statistics of your character. Use the little red hands in the bottom left and right corner of paper to switch pages. Press one of these three buttons below the paper to view other documents. Let's press the button with a book now. I mean, I kind of just did that, didn't I? Okay, so you can't really see because it's hidden behind text there, but condition, life, it's got all the values there. But here's a little bit about him, about Grom himself. So, Grom is the former officer of the Polish Special Forces. His family was killed by the Germans. He got to Tibet after escaping from a Soviet labour camp. He decided to stay here to forget about the past. So, I think the game maybe just kind of throws you in a bit. Can we see... okay, we can move... Okay. We can see various things. He's got small grenades. Oh, no. Are these kind of statistics with certain weapons? You can't really see again because of the frigging thing up here, but... Yeah. And he's got something there. Hold on. We'll look at that in due course once this... text goes away. Press the button with a book, so this one down here for notes. That's the place where various notes from the game end up. Things you learned about are memorised here. Let's press the button with a question mark now. Okay, item description. The rifle. Here we have descriptions and other information about various items from the game. Alright, now close the documents by right-clicking anywhere. Oh god, sorry. Gas coming up from my teeth. Yeah. There's going to be a lot of talking, I think, as we read things in this game. So we've got the rifle there, simple, efficient weapon. Its magazine takes 6 bullets, superb range. It lets you hit enemies from a distance greater than the range of their sight. Excellent accuracy, highly reliable. It's useful for long and middle distances, too clumsy for close combat. So you see you get various different gubbins, different weapons. Close rucksacks by clicking on their covers or right-clicking outside of them. Good. So that's how you do that. Very well, now that we know all the basics, it's time to proceed to another location. To exit from this place, move your mouse to the bottom of the location until it move your mouse to the bottom of the location until it changes to an icon of a door. Then double click and watch your characters leave. Okie doke. So, next question, but there isn't one, doesn't matter. We're just going to investigate a little bit further over here. As you can see, Grom's got a fair bit of stuff in his knapsack. He's got his rifle, he's got a Mauser C96 pistol with, that's ammo for the rifle, 2 clips for the Mauser, he's got 2 small medkits, 70 gold, 4 canned food, 2 loaves of bread. So I remember that obviously food and medkits are what you use to heal up. So you got your classic sort of life bars up there underneath the characters. Grom, obviously we looked at his things there. Bargaining skills. Okay, right, these are bargain... Oh, yeah! I've completely forgotten, actually, that. So, this game had like a bartering system for when you trade with other characters. It's like a card-based system. And so certain characters have more cards than others and therefore might be more suited to trading. So Grom only has 2. I'm guessing this one with the fist up is probably sort of like an intimidate kind of option. Whereas this one with the arms folded, I'm not so sure. Maybe non-committal, that kind of thing. Who knows? Actually, was there anything else notes-wise? Your nearest destination is checkpoint, okay. Right, so that's Grom. What about Peter? Here's the map. Okay. Yes, I remember this. This is the world map, ladies and gents. As you can see, over here, we're getting into Tibet, and obviously down here, so this is where we are now, Sunset Pass in Tibet. Where we need to go is this one down here, Checkpoint, which is in India, across the border, in Kashmir. So, yeah, that's pretty much where most of the game sort of takes place, as far as I'm aware. Mixture of Tibet and India, and sort of northern India, that is. So, but as you can see, it's quite a sort of big map. What's that, the Kunlun Mountains, something like that. So, as we go through the game, places are going to basically unlock on this map that we can go to. So that's Checkpoint down there in India, that's where we need to get to. Get back into the game down here. Okay, so that's the map. Let's look at Peter's documents. Condition 200, life 200, 200. a Czech who grew up on the streets of his hometown. He came to India where he got into the smuggling business. He's not a coward, though he doesn't like to take risks. Grom's partner. Okay, yeah. So that's the backstory to these two characters. Peter is the smuggler, moving things from presumably India to China and maybe back again, whilst Grom is his kind of protector, the former Polish soldier, basically. Okay, so those are the basics. What has Peter got in his inventory? He's got a sword, a blunderbuss, 10 ammo for blunderbuss, canned food, 4 of his own, 2 small medkits, 200 gold. What about the yak? Ooh. Okay, the yak has got quite a bit of stuff in it. 5 large medkits, 10 loaves, 15 canned food, porcelain. Huh. Oh, right, I can select these. Interesting. Alright, and a lot of whiskey by the looks of it, as well as more clips for the Mauser. I feel like maybe we should move these over to Grom's inventory, because he's got the Mauser pistol, so yeah, why not use that? Okay, right. I guess we select our characters, and let's move out. So, exit to map, checkpoint, so we go down here. Yak doesn't seem to be moving. Oh, how do I... Oh, there we go, you have to double-click on it. Okay, so then you go into the map, as you can see, your character now appears. You can select where you want to go. So checkpoint in India, border between India and Tibet. The English guard this place carefully, or at least they want it to look like they do. Travel time, 4 days. Now if I remember correctly in this game, sometimes when you're travelling, your travel can get interrupted, and I'm pretty sure, if I remember in the demo correctly, travel gets interrupted between here and checkpoint. Because sometimes they're like bandits on the path, things like that you have to face. Okay, let's go. So Grom is moving out. Is he going to get interrupted? Yes! Suddenly during travel. Okay, yeah, I'm remembering this correctly. So is this going to be another level that I remember? Yes, yes. I remember this. Okay, right, I'm going to actually have to do some voicing of my own here. Grom, well, here we go, a warm welcome. Peter, there are too many of them, we won't get out alive. Don't worry, we'll figure something out. Okay, tutorial. Welcome to the second part of our tutorial. If you don't want to use it, you can try to defeat, that's actually spelled wrong, defeat, those bandits, and get to the exit at the top of the location. Press and hold the right mouse button on the icon of the yak. You will see a list of orders you can give to this animal. Walk, stay, and move. Aha! Choose stay. The yak won't follow us from now on, which will make sneaking a lot easier. Okay, so this was one of the controls. But I seem to remember there's also like a wheel one that you can get, which is a bit finicky. Stay, okay. So that one's set to stay. I'm guessing the icons next to the faces actually tell you. Now place your mouse anywhere else in the middle of the screen if you want. Press and hold the right button and move the mouse a little again. Oh, here we go. This is what I remember. A wheel menu appears. From here you can quickly choose AI modes for your characters and change their stances when necessary. Now make Grom and Peter lie down on the ground. Yes, there you go, like that. To view a larger part of the location, you can use the plus and minus keys. Now press and hold the minus key and look for a place marked with a red cross. So you can like zoom out. So the red cross is down there. It wants me to go there. Was there something shining up there then? Yes, there's 2 things shining up there. I wonder if that's treasure. Probably is. To view a large part of the location, you can also try moving the mouse to the edge of the screen or use arrow keys. So, like this. Yeah, but there's a limit to how far you can go when you've got characters selected. Right, select both characters and move to the red cross. If you double-click, they will get up and run, and the enemy may notice them. Alright, let's start moving out. So basically, this is a lot, I think, like Commandos. So I'm pretty sure in the Commandos games, you could make your characters lie prone so that enemies don't see them. Of course, what I remember is that whilst Commandos had a lot of kind of mechanics poured into the stealth system, I seem to recall that Grom from the demo was comparatively less kind of in-depth. At least that's how I remember it. So, I'm going to send them over to that red cross. Oh god, knocking my microphone again. See, the yak's just staying down there, which is good. So yeah, these guys here are all kind of bandits, and they've got guns, which is not good. Right. Okay, oh god, you're just going to get up, guys? Uh-oh. We made it, it's safe here. I don't know about that, there's a guy right there. Well, not as safe as you think. I guess you didn't see that warrior over there. We'll have to get rid of him. Okay, once again, open the wheel menu, press and hold the right mouse button and move your mouse, like that. Set AI mode to defend for Grom and Peter. Defend, so the blue one. Okay, select Peter and point mouse pointer over the weapon icon in the upper right corner. Press and hold left mouse button and a weapon selection menu pulls down. Okay, so select Peter. Ah. Oh, okay, right, so he's using his fists. Okay, yeah. I couldn't quite remember how it worked for a second then. So you can point each weapon to view its name. There's also a skill level bar which shows you how good a particular character is in using this weapon. Your skill level raises when you fight often. Now change Peter's weapon to sword. This one. Okay, so he's got a sword out. If select Grom, change his weapon to rifle. Right. Have to be careful not to knock the edges of the screen. Now select Peter. You will see how the AI mode you just selected for Grom makes him react to, let's just say to an enemy that falls within the attack range. Okay, he's shooting him. When in Defend AI mode, character protects himself, but it doesn't chase or, shall I say, attack enemies rather than invade them. Okay. Open the wheel menu, select AI attack mode for Peter. So, this one. Okay, let's let Grom and watch how Peter behaves when in attack mode. He goes off to... He actually switched over to a blunderbuss there, I think, but okay. Blasted that guy away. Okay, we're done. Now select both characters, press and hold the minus key, you will see another marked spot, which is over there. Okay, let's go. Okay, come on lads, we're going over here now, under this bridge. There's a fair few bandits around. Right. Every few moments there's a bright light on the ground. Point it with your mouse to view a name of an object lying there. Now choose only one character, Grom or Peter. Let's get Grom then. What's that? That's a knife 3. Click on a shining object, select a character, will go there and pick it up. So we've got 3 knives over here. Okay, there you go. As you can see, the inventory only has kind of limited space. Repeat these actions once again and pick up the other object. You can close the inventory if you want by clicking on the cover of the backpack, or obviously just randomly elsewhere. 5 grenades over here. Let's go and get them. Alright then, Grom, you take those. Found 5 grenades and 3 knives. Now we will learn how to throw things around. Okay, let's do that. Select the character that picked up knives or grenades, pull down the weapon selection menu and choose the knives or the grenades. Let's go for the grenades, because I think they'll be more fun. Now you have it in your hand, click the right mouse button to enter throwing mode. I think probably we want to throw it at someone in particular, rather than just anywhere. Okay. Ah, like this. Notice how the mouse pointer changed. In this mode you can freely choose a place to attack. If the pointer turns dark, then your target is out of range. To throw a weapon, point your target and left click. So he's just out of range, but then again, if this is a grenade, it should have a blast radius, so let's throw it. Okay, here comes a grenade incoming. Oof. Wow, he did not die from that. Okay. In the same way, you can throw knives, grenades, as well as other weapons that can be thrown. Uh-oh, I think he's coming to try and deal with us. Grom, position yourself over there, lad. Hang on, is he coming over here? Oh god, he isn't all. Right. That's not good. Grom might start shooting. Oh! Okay. Okay. Yeah. Hang on. Let's fucking shoot out of here. Oh god, am I just fucking hitting Peter by accident? I think I was. Ammo for rifle. Go and get that. Okay, I did just take a little bit of damage, but not too bad. Okay, I didn't realise there was friendly fire in this game, because I'm pretty sure I just hit Peter in the back with my rifle shot there. Take time to practice these new skills for a while. When you're done, move your character to the spot mark with a red cross, which is... oh, he's over there. Okay, right. Well, I just did, so get him over there, I guess. Now you'll learn how to use pause mode. To pause the game, press space to do it now. Okay. In this mode, most of the game functions are disabled and combats are paused. This gives us some time to plan our next action. Select Grom and click on any place where you want him to move to. Okay, so over there. Ah! So you see, you can plan out your actions. You don't have to do it in real time. Green circle appears when now inside. The circle shows where this character is supposed to go, while the arrow points blah blah blah. That changed too quickly. You can change this direction by right-clicking on the arrow and rotating it, while holding the mouse button pressed. Now select Peter and order him to move. Okay, so you can move it around like this. So he's facing another direction. Right. Peter, where are you? You're going to go there. Press space button again to unpause the game, and look how characters follow the orders you issued. Okay, very good, very good. I like it. Grom, that's not where I told you to go, lad, but okay, sure. Practice for a while if you take on the bandits. The exit from this level location rather is in the upper left corner. Notice that exits are usually locked until you kill all enemies in the location. Good luck. Okay, so are we... okay, so we're now just in the game. Right. Nice. Oh. God, this guy's freaking running across that bridge. Jesus. He's off over there. So you can see the graphical style of this game. It's got a very unique look to it, hasn't it? It's very 2003, I must say. Alright, so what we're going to do... Grom, we are going to set you to the attack mode. Oh god, without friggin' sending you around all over the place. Right, you're going to put you in attack mode. Peter, what weapons did you have again? You had the blunderbuss and the sword. Well, considering that a lot of these guys merely have... well, they have guns. So, Peter, I think we're going to have to rely on Grom a bit for this. So, Peter, you just stay down there for the moment. As you saw before when we killed that enemy, enemies, I think, do drop things, which is good. Right. You lie flat there, Grom. Can we hit this guy from that range? No, we can't. Just wait for the targeting... oh, God. Targeting reticle to go red. Still dark at the moment. Okay. Said it was for long range, but it's still dark. In fact, actually, I think actually the in the upper right corner there, where it's got the rifle icon, I think... oh, okay. Can you actually... oh man, I actually switched between weapons then, using R. Switched to the Mauser. That was interesting. So the Mauser, as you can see, only has a short range. Can we just grenade this guy again? And get our rifle out? There we go, look at that! Fucking sharp shooting there, Tex. Right, Peter, you need to come on up here, lad. Right, camera sort of moves around a little bit to follow characters who you have selected, which is not ideal. Alright, go over here. That's it, Peter. Can you get that, please? There we are, got it. Right, so we're getting plenty of ammo from those guys. That's paused, what we're doing. Let's get a grenade out again, can we? Right, he's a bit too far off, he is. So, bring him a bit closer onto these duck boards over here. Hold on, if I go into throw mode, can I... no, not quite. Right, Peter, you're going to need to come a bit closer, I think. Put you to lie down, keep you in attack mode. So you just stay there behind Grom, so that he's ready and ready to go in case things start kicking off. Can you actually kill them in one with the grenades? Okay, hold on. Try this. Here we go. Oh, I'm amazed the grenades don't actually kill them in one go. Oh, hello. Hit him with the gun. Yeah. Go, get the friggin' rifle. Oh god, Grom, you're not doing well on health there. Okay, he's done. Okay. Get over there. Need you to shoot. Ah, smack him. Okay. I'm actually not quite hitting him, but... got him. There we are. Okay, we took a bit of a beating there. As you can see, the combat is a bit difficult at times, but I imagine as we increase our character's stats, they'll get better and better. I get some extra rifle ammo for Grom. So as you can see with the health bars, I don't know if you noticed just there. So, looking at them at the moment, they're sort of green, but as the health was going down, there was like a red section. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the red thing is like a healing portion. So, if you inflict damage and then run away and don't do any more damage, that red section, I think, will gradually heal up over time of its own accord, if that makes sense. I think that's how it works. I think. I seem to recall that that's how it works. I don't know. Right, what we need to do is reload this rifle. How do we do that? Weapons. Okay, look, you've got... oh, right. Oh, wow. So all the weapons actually have their own friggin' selections, which is kind of interesting. Oh my god, look at all these different weapons we can get. We can get... obviously we've got fist, knife, sword, Mauser, rifle, which we've got. Cut barrel gun, which I think... that might just be a shotgun. MP40, blunderbuss. Nice, nice. Grenades, small grenades. Panzerfaust, a UFO weapon, which is interesting. And mines. Alright. Item selection. Mine detector. Oh god. Stone of health. Good lord. Character selection. Okay, so you use numbers for selecting characters. Is there a reload weapon is backspace? Okay, it's a bit of a weird control, but sure, we'll use that one just to reload the rifle to full. Peter, you are reloaded. That's good. Alright, Grom, you are going to need to heal up. Use of a small medkit heals 30 hit points. Okay. Grom is currently using his medkit. Doesn't do a lot, though. That's the only thing you have to watch out for. I think the larger health kits are the ones you want, really. Peter, do you have any health kits? You do. Okay. So you use yours. There we go. I'm pretty sure the yak actually does have health points, though, doesn't it? Okay, if you can stand, please. The yak... And not move away, we need it to follow. We need to bring the yak back. Because now that we've cleared a load of enemies there, we have to get its attention if I'm not... Okay, there it is. Right, our pack animal is now following us, which is pretty good. Oh yeah, I noticed they've actually got their little health kits actually equipped. And I think one character is capable of healing another, which is good. Right, across there, lads. Across that rickety wooden bridge. There's only a few more enemies left who we have to deal with. There is one guy over there, though, who we have to watch out for. Right. As you're going across there, if you sort of lie down now and get closer, I wonder, can we get Peter up close to this guy up here and maybe get him with the sword? Are there any other enemies? Ah, there's two of them over there. Two bandits. One... Actually, I think they both have swords. That's interesting. Okay, right. Peter, what we're going to do is we're going to select you. We're going to switch you out to the sword. And you... Okay, actually, the yak needs to stay where it is before it flipping ends up attracting attention or whatever else have you. Okay, right. So I remember I remember this level from the demo. We're not kind of past the demo just yet. There's more stuff to see and do. Right, I think we need to stand. So you see, the sword does a lot of damage and this guy is not getting a lot of hits off on us. There we go. Right, and he's dropped a bit of rifle ammo. I think the beauty, of course, of using the rifle ammo, using the sword, of course, is that you don't end up losing ammo, which is good. Right, follow, please, Mr. Yak. Grom, if you could get the rifle ammo, please. There we go. So you see, not doing too badly. A good start so far. Let's just look at the notes. Grom's condition is now 223. So life basically 223 out of 250. So, canned food, how much does that replenish? Producing 1924, one is afraid to open it, but one used to eat even worse things in the army. Okay. Bread, old and tough, but starving people aren't picky. Nice. Gold, what a beautiful sound. I need to realise you can actually look at the descriptions for these items. Knives, large kitchen knives. Grenade, it may not be very handy, but it is really big. Well, I mean, it is handy. Pistol looks rather inconspicuous. Maybe I should reload that. Yeah, there we go. Make sure that's loaded to full, and rifle loaded to full. Peter, there you go, lad. You've got that. How's your condition doing? 167 out of 200. We can probably use up that with a med kit. Just to... Hang on, who are you? Okay, no, you are healing yourself. For a second I thought you were healing Grom then, which is a bit weird. But, okay, right. Get rid of that inventory. That's just these guys now down over here. Okay, so... Obviously they've just got swords. So, what I'm probably going to do... Peter, if you could maybe go down and attract some attention. Grom, you've got the rifle, haven't you? Yes. Okay. Oh, here he come. Okay, actually I should have set the... Okay, he just took a bit of damage. Crap. Smack him. Peter. It's alright, I think that guy's going to die. There we are. Okay, if we just sort of let Grom do all the work there. Can we move that yak, please? Because flipping thing is kind of, sort of, messing around over there. Mr. Yak, can you stay still, please? I think he actually dropped his sword. Yeah, look, he's dropped his sword over there, that guy. Okay, we could move things around a bit. Man, we could we could be sword boys, couldn't we? Peter, you've reloaded. That's good. Let's switch you out to the sword for a bit, and we'll also get Grom to use his sword. I've got to keep knocking the edge of the screen a bit. Okay. So then, lads, you're going to go down there and you're going to wallop that guy into oblivion with your swords. Okay. So two of us just ganged up on that guy. Good lord. Did he drop anything? Oh, hold on. He doesn't appear to have dropped anything. No. Alright, I think we need to heal up a bit. So what life is Grom on? He's on 187 at the moment. Try to can food. Okay, that did a bit. How much did it do? Okay, he's up to 202 now. So 187 out of 10. Obviously, that would be 197 out of 5. So he replenishes about 15 health. Okay, not bad. We'll take another couple of those down. So, maybe one more. Yeah, fuck it, use them all up. There we go, Grom's now back to nearly full life. 247 out of 250, he'll be fine. Right, okay. If you guys could just go back towards the yak for me for a second. The yak has all that in its inventory. Hold on, if we go like that, open the yak's inventory. Yeah, see, look, the yak's got bigger medkits on it. So hold on, if I move those up there, grenades to that position, and put those down there, and look at all the canned food it's got as well. I'm guessing the items we're smuggling are the porcelain and the whiskey bottles. Alright, nice. Okay, can we do potentially a bit of inventory management here, do you reckon? If we move that there, move that down there. Maybe give Grom some... Actually, he can't carry too many of those, can he? Alright. Oh, bloody hell, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to get that. Okay, you can switch around. I see. Peter, do you want the... Hold on, if I deselect Grom and select Peter instead, then obviously I get into his inventory, open up the axe. Yeah, Peter, do you want some... yeah, you want some of this stuff, don't you? There you go, lad. Lovely. Right. Rightio. Can also move just the whiskey out if we wanted, or the porcelain. But we don't want to do that just yet. Okay, right. I think it's just a case of kind of moving on from here now, I do think. Yeah. Okay, let's switch them actually out to various weapons that they have. What were the hotkeys again? Because obviously each weapon has its own selection. So Mauser is R, rifle is T, right. Blunderbuss is I. Okay, right. So Grom, you oh god, yeah, this is what I meant when I said it's a bit sort of a finicky game. Oh god, pressing the wrong buttons constantly all the time. Right, there you go, get your proper weapons out. In fact, actually, maybe we should be looking at their weapon stats, just to see how good they are with certain things. Okay, Peter actually has more bargaining skills available. He has 4 of them. Okay, so one of them kind of looks like begging, pretty much. Weapon statistics. Peter is not too bad with the blunderbuss. Okay, what about Grom? What are his weapon statistics? Oh, hang on, we're still in Peter's inventory for some reason. Let's have a look. Weapon statistics. Okay, so Grom is definitely better with the Mauser. Peter is... Grom is better, sorry, with the rifle, that's what I meant to say. But having said that, I think he is also better with the Mauser. Peter is definitely better with the blunderbuss. Okay, Grom, not so good with the sword, though, but he's quite good with the grenades, as well as the small grenades. Okay. Peter, what about you? Hang on, if we just get rid of his inventory. Let's have a look. So yeah, Peter is not as good with the rifle or the Mauser or the MP40. Which is interesting, because for some reason on his thing, the gauge is divided into 4 slots for the MP40, and yet on Grom's there's more of them, which is kind of weird. But he's definitely better with the blunderbuss. He looks like he's better with the cut barrel gun, which basically I'm pretty sure is just a shotgun. Not as good with the grenades though, I don't think. Or the small grenades. Yeah, I don't understand why for certain characters it's divided into less square or rectangles like that. Less slots, less whatever. Okay, sure. Here's the sword. It may look inconspicuous, but in close combat it becomes one of the most dangerous weapons if used by skillful hands. Besides, it is useful if we want to get rid of someone in a silent way. If we can run to an enemy so close that you cannot shoot, the best way to kill him is with the sword. Here you are. Oh wow, you can actually yeah, go through all the different items here, which is pretty good. Alright, that's enough gassing. Let's get to the next area. Need to exit to the map. So basically, judging by the fact that you have to double click and only Grom is running, you basically use Grom to go to the next kind of place. Right, to checkpoint. So, 2 days. We were 2 days into our travel when we got interrupted. 2 more days and we'll get to the checkpoint. Let's go. To India, ladies and gents. I've actually lost track of how long I've been recording for, but we'll see. Okay, here we are. I remember this from the demo as well, I think.
Well, well, who can we see here? Peter Sticky Hands. You won't escape this time. Give me back my money or your goods will stay on the border along with you.
Leave it alone, man. We played fair.
Don't make me angry. Give me my money back.
Maybe we can settle it somehow. Maybe we'll play once again. You can win.
You've got 10 seconds before I shoot.
Let me check my notebook if I have your name written down. But beware my wrath if it isn't there.
Oh god, and I'm moving the camera around again, as usual. So here we are, ladies and gents. India, or rather the checkpoint between India and Tibet. Sorry, not India, Peter even, seems to be having a bit of trouble with the English guards, it looks like. Hands up. He says don't shoot. Easy man, it's just a little joke. I'll show you a joke. I'll go now, I don't want to bother you. This time I'll spare you, but next time mind your words. Okay, interesting. Maybe we have to get Grom to talk. Nope. You got 10 seconds before I shoot. Okay, maybe I have to check the notebook. That's what we have to do. That's what it's telling us. So just check the notes. Okay, here we are. Peter owes £500 in gold to the gateway guard. Note to self, Peter does not intend to pay this debt. Peter likes to write about himself in the third person, apparently. Make all the best efforts to avoid this guard's shift.
Grom, do something.
Oh,
This
God.
crazy man won't let us through.
I'll move aside in case he misses.
Listen, I've got lots of china. I can give you one vase.
I kinda
You'll
moved
get
the
plenty
camera
of
a
cash
bit.
for that.
I don't care about your pots. You've got a few seconds left.
What's going on here, Private? Why are you frightening these people?
I just stopped.
What are you talking about? Your shoes are dirty and your gun is sticky with mud. Go to the barracks and polish everything up, at the double.
Yes, sir!
Have
Yeah,
you got it?
I kind of moved the camera
I
a bit.
nearly died here and you sweetly asked me if I got it? Sure, I've got it. But if you don't keep these crazy men far away from me, the price will be higher.
All right. Give me the egg.
Slowly, business first.
Surely. Have you anything to declare? The
Nothing.
customs check is finished.
We saw a Nazi Zeppelin on the track. Do you know anything about it?
The Nazis here? Thousands of kilometers from their hideout?
Their hideout?
No, that's impossible. You must have been hallucinating.
I'm sure of it. I'll recognize these signs everywhere. Besides, I feel their presence here. I feel the presence of death.
I'd surely get some information from headquarters. I don't have anything like that on my desk. Peter, give me the egg.
Okay, well there we go. A little exchange there. So the English don't believe Grom. But we saw it, ladies and gents. We saw that Zeppelin. We know it's here. Nazis are around and all that. Okay, Peter's en route.
Either the officer doesn't know anything about the Nazis, or he's a very good pretender.
Do you think that if Her Majesty Intelligence knew anything, they would tell such a corruptible guy like our brave lieutenant?
At least they should warn him to enhance their fighting strength.
If he knew that he's in danger, he would pack his things and disappear somewhere in China. He wasn't sent here for his noble actions on the battlefield. Or maybe you really hallucinated. It could be some kind of mirage. Tibet is a country of miracles. You could see what you wanted to see. Why think about the past? The war is in Europe. We stay here quietly and earn money. We save for our future. Stop thinking about those damn Nazis.
Things have happened to me that I can't forget. And I won't change that by escaping somewhere far away.
Let's move on. This is not my dream. We'll sell part of the goods in Bart's den, and my mood will improve.
Okay then, Peter. God, I keep leaving the mouse near the edge of the screen when there's a cutscene about to happen, and as a result it keeps going to a strange location. Okay, so here we are. Welcome to India then, everybody. What a lovely looking place it is. Guess we can sort of explore a bit, but tell you what we're going to do. We're going to leave that, I think, for another episode. So we'll make this episode 1 of Grom Terror in Tibet. So it's a pretty dated game, admittedly, by today's standards, but you know what? I really want to play more of it, and I'm going to, because it's one of those unique titles that you just don't hear anything of anymore, and you will not find it, like I say, you will not find it anywhere on Steam or on GOG. It's a game which you can only get in hard physical copy, and even then only in second-hand form. So yes, in that case, leave, if you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, comment below, whatever you want to do, subscribe, maybe share my videos with your friends on social media. Speaking of social media, of course, I have a Facebook and a Twitter page, links down below, along with a link to my propagandist channel, where I do various anime-related gubbins, if you're interested. So, hope you'll join me for part 2 then of Grom Terror in Tibet. We're still in, I think, a very familiar part of the game for me, because like I say, I think this was in the demo as well, at least it seems familiar to me. So, obviously at some point, possibly the next episode, maybe the one after that, I don't know, we'll get into uncharted territory, who knows. So yeah, in that case everybody, thank you and goodbye all. I should be able to, actually I shouldn't, no, I need to move it elsewhere, don't I? This way, come on, round here. Oh. Hey, what are you doing over there, seriously, come over here. Right, so if I shove it right there. Come on. Give me key. Give me the key. Damn it. Give me the fucking key. Why can't I get the key? Come here. Okay, I knew you were gonna fucking do something. Oh shit. 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 What are you doing? Huh?